Hi, I'm Cole Perfetti.
Darnell Nurse.
Hey, I'm Ryan Suzuki.
Hi, my name is Barrett Hayden. My name is Aaron Eklund.
Hi, I'm Sam Bennett.
Bo Horvat.
Travis Konechny.
Hi, my name is Jacob Chikrin.
Hi, I'm Robbie Fabry.
Hi, I'm Ryan Merkley.
My name is David Ladden.
Hi, Nicholas Ritchie.
My name is Evan Bouchard.
Hi, I'm Max Domi.
Hi, my name is Connor McDavid.
Hi, I'm Quinton Byfield.
With the 10th selection in the 2019 OHL priority selection, the Owen Sound Attack.
The Owen Sound Attack are pleased to select with the first selection, Denny Gour from Chatham Minor Hockey.
We move to southwestern Ontario now in the Chatham-Kent Cyclones, and Denny Gour, a center that he says that he's someone patterns himself after Mitch Marner for his hands in playmaking.
Not a bad role model.
No,
that's
not
for
at
sure.
all.
So Denny's the first kid taking over the Alliance this year. A kid that led that Chatham team all year. Every time I went and saw him play, he was the one that made them go. He works so hard. He's always on the puck. The feet are always moving. Probably a little underappreciated. With how hard he does work and how good he is, just because they didn't have the real depth on his team to play with, so he ended up having to generate a lot by himself.
And Tim, you get a chance to see a player like this, and we see him here where, as Daryl said, sometimes you've got to get it done yourself. He shows he can get it done.
Yeah, and I mean, that's why it takes you have to go out and see the kids a bunch of times, because sometimes when you're on a team that's maybe not a real powerhouse, you have to be able to see how he's going to play, game in and game out, because sometimes teams just key in on him when they're playing. And again, obviously he had to fight through a lot of checks through the year, through the season. And again, though, you can see excellent skaters, see him, get to step on that defenseman there. And that's the one thing this year that really I noticed was the top kids, how good as skaters they were this year.
So there's the choice. We are halfway through the opening round of the 2019 OHL priority selection.
With the 8th selection in the second round of the 2019 OHL priority selection, the Owen Sound Attack.
The Owen Sound Attack are pleased to select with their first second round selection, Ethan Burrows from Halton Minor Hockey.
Ethan Burrows chosen there from the Halton Hurricanes, and here's a young man who says his hobbies include playing the guitar and cooking. So his new build to Owen Sound can keep him to that. He could just help cook some of the meals and entertain them after with his guitar. But for Owen Sound Attack fans, excited to see a new right winger.
Yeah, and Ethan is a kid, again, that at the beginning of the year you noticed him, but his game just hit another level come, the Silver Stick and into the Marley tournament. As the year went on, you noticed him more and more. He's not the biggest kid in the world, but I'll tell you, he understands the game. He understands what position to get in to get that puck, and when he shoots the puck off the rush, he's a deadly asset for the Owen Sound Attack moving forward. And he scored numerous big goals. Here's the OMHA championship game, I believe. But he's definitely an offensive talent.
Wearing number 88, but patterned himself after the great 8, Alex Ovechkin, as you see. And Tim, a player that up and down the wing and at the Bayshore and Owen Sound will be a big thing for the Attack.
Yeah, that's it again. You need to have that kid that can. And understands the game, understands the role, and again, you can see another very good skater, and and again, I just can't emphasize enough, for me anyway, which way is the kid's game going. And Darryl was saying that his game was going up. You notice him at the beginning of the year, then the Marley tournament, you go, wow, he's really playing well. And then towards the end of the season, it's going up, and to me, that's a big indicator of where his game's going to go.
With the 21st selection in the second round of the 2019 OHL priority selection, the Owen Sound Attack.
The Owen Sound Attack are pleased to select with their second round selection, Caleb Lawrence from the OHA Maverick Maroons.
Caleb Lawrence, 6'5", 206-pound center, 59 points in 53 games. OHA U17, Darryl, what area are we talking about here?
This is the Ottawa, the HEO League. They're one of the schools, the academies up there. Between the HEO has two teams. They play in the Ottawa, the HEO League. And Caleb is, even though he's 205 pounds, he's 6'5", maybe 6'6" now. He still has a lot of filling out to do. You watch him on the ice. He's got a tall, lengthy stride. He's got great vision, great skill set. But the sky's the limit for this kid. Once he fills out and gets stronger, I think his skating gets better. He becomes more of a physical force out there. But at that size, it's hard to believe the kind of skill set he has. He's a pass first kind of player. He's got the ability to, at that level, to take over a game when he wants to. So he's a pretty impressive pick.
Tim, I remember a player that came into the league many, many years ago named Eric Lindros, who wasn't that far from those dimensions when he came in.
For sure. And I mean, again, not only, nowadays you see the kids that are that size, and, like a Roman Schmitz also, that size. Their skating ability and their hockey sense and their edges, and you just go, 10 years ago you didn't see that. The kids that were that big, they were kind of like newborn colts, and you said, well, they're going to grow into their skating, but you look at them now and you go, wow, they're really boy in a man's body.
With the 14th selection in the third round of the 2019 OHL priority selection, the Owen Sound Attack.
Chosen Artem Shalane out of Shattuck St. Mary's Prep School. Of course, a very familiar name in the hockey world over the years. It's a player from Boca Raton, Florida, and we've seen a few of those over the years. Jacob Chikrin, of course, is from Boca Raton, or well-traveled, but that area as well. And what can you tell us about Artem?
Skill. He is a skilled player. I don't have his numbers up, but I'm sure he was well over, close to 2 points a game. Just a skilled player, playing in Shattuck, some pretty good names that have come out of that area before. And, we look at hockey in the States now. You look at some of these states, like LA is producing a lot of hockey players. Florida, now we're seeing, you just mentioned Chikrin. There's others that have come out of the area. It's because the NHL is down in those areas, those markets now, and we're seeing a lot more quality players, but you're seeing a lot more numbers too.